Hey everyone, my name is Sean Arnold and welcome to a gameplay commentary video for my show Double Freedom. In case this is your first time watching, Double Freedom is my show dedicated to an awesome game called Helldivers, and in this mission I'm going to be showing off how effective the Distractor Beacon Mk can be. In case you are new to my channel, yesterday I chose the Distractor Beacon Mk as my stratagem of the day, and I'm going to try and use it in this high Helldive level 12 solo mission. Just trying to beat it as quickly as I can do. I will say it doesn't go completely well for me. I think I do make some mistakes here and there, and well, you'll see as I go along where I made mistakes, but hopefully it will give you a good enough idea as to how the Distractor Beacon can be useful. Now, my current loadout for this mission is Stratagem priority. I think that's very useful. Stratagem priority is one of my favourite perks because it reduces your cooldowns by 40%, and you really want to get those cooldowns down for the Distractor Beacon and also the static I forgot what they're called, static field conductors. Those static field conductors are very useful to have because they slow enemies down, although they're not very useful for the Illuminates, because the Illuminates at high levels often spawn with shields around them. So it takes a little bit of work to get to them. So I don't actually use it quite often in this mission. So I've thrown a beacon down already. That's off in the corner, and I'm here now doing the artillery mission. There are several missions for here. For this one, I think there's about 6 different missions I have to do. And so what I'm hoping basically is that the Distractor Beacon will keep all the enemies away from me except for this annoying sniper, and while I can complete this mission. The thing with the Distractor Beacon is that it's hard to show its effectiveness. If I'm not fighting and I'm not being aggroed, basically it's working. Except for these assassins here, they don't really follow the same rules as the other monsters in this mission, but they're not really a problem. All you got to do is avoid those blue lines. I'm looking at the map here. As you can see on the radar, it's just gone down. But if you like to rewind for a bit and check it out, on the radar, basically all the monsters are at the top of the screen where I put down the beacon, and I'm separate from them. Now, as you can see, the beacon has stopped working, and there was a line of red circles underneath. That means that all the monsters, they have now stopped following the beacon, and somehow they've all now converged onto my location. So you need to kind of get used to how long the beacons last for. They usually last for about a minute before it stops working. I'm not quite sure what makes the beacon stop working. I don't know if the monsters destroy the beacon or it just absolutely just runs out of juice. But after about a minute normally, the monsters will start to converge on your current situation. I actually don't know how they do that. I don't know how they know exactly where your character is, but it just seems to be a mechanic in the game. Also, I'm a little bit skeptical with the Distractor Beacon in that I actually think it spawns monsters, because when you often use the Distractor Beacon, there often isn't that many monsters on screen, but then a whole load of them will be surrounding the beacon. Right now what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to pick up my sniffer, but I'm also trying to avoid any scouts which are camouflaged in stealth camo and that like to fly around. In case it's obvious to you, this isn't a live commentary. This is me doing a voiceover over the video because I think it would be way too difficult to play and comment at the same time. I might try it sometime, but this is more for me just explaining how things work. So, doing the defuse bombs here, and just hoping I don't mess it up. But the tricky part with this is you've got to do it quickly, and this mission where you're defusing bombs isn't a quick mission. As you can see, I've just been spotted, and now I am running away. What I'm going to do basically is throw down some statics, allow the enemies to run into them, so hopefully it slows them down a bit, and just run away. And this is why this is one of my tips in my top 5 best tips for beginners. Running away is such an effective strategy in this game. You don't have to stop and fight everyone. You can just simply outrun them and you'll lose the alert phase. And so what often I will do is I will just run away as far as I can into a nice little different area, throw down a Distractor Beacon, and then try to get back to where I was on a different path. What I think I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to not go back to doing the bombing mission. I'm actually going to pick up the black box and take that to its location, or its required location. Putting down another Distractor Beacon there. I'm being a little bit spammy with the beacons. I don't really need to do as many as as I have been, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to chain the effect so that when one runs out, another one is already up. But I don't think I've really got that down too well. I think I might have been using them a little bit too early in this mission. And in fact, because I only have 10 uses, because I took 2 of them with 5 each, I actually start to run out towards the end of this mission, and so I think I might have used too many. Then again, to be honest with you, like I said, the static doesn't really seem to be doing too much, so I could have probably gotten away with actually bringing all Distractor Beacons for this mission. Now, I can't remember what this is called, set up the AM site, I think, the anti-air missiles, I'm not sure what it was called, this one here, but this is a really easy mission. It's actually one of my favourites in the game, because all you got to do is just enter the buttons, run back and forth. There's no time limit on you. Oh, let's see if I can get a scout. Good. Managed to get that scout there. You got to be really, really quick with killing scouts when you're working solo, because exactly, just like that, I tried to shoot him. I didn't get both his shield off and and kill him as well. But you gotta be really, really quick, otherwise you will get they will spawn enemies in. I know they're called scouts, but like the Distractor Beacon, I actually think they just spawn enemies in, because these enemies weren't anywhere on the map before. They just appear out of thin air, really. So doing the same strategy again, trying to run away, trying to put down statics behind me so that enemies will get slowed down, and just trying to make some distance between myself and the enemies. And what will happen is the Distractor Beacon doesn't work when you are in the alert phase, because they will track you no matter where you are. But as soon as you're out of the alert phase, they will go to the Distractor Beacon. Another thing to be aware about with the Distractor Beacon is that it has a limited range. So, you know, normally if you've just put one down and you're running away, it will still work within the range that you are in. But be aware that if you're all the way on the other side of the map, or you run from one side of the map to the other, you will still encounter some enemies because it hasn't affected them at all. So back at the bombing site here, usually at high levels you've got to find 5 different bombs. I think I actually struggle a little bit with this here. I don't think I find them all straight away. As you can see, I'm running back and forth like a crazy person, just trying to find it here. Is that another one there? There you go. I think I've got 2 so far. Okay, haven't killed myself. As I was saying earlier about using stratagem priority. Stratagem priorities are really, really effective for getting your cooldowns low, making them much quicker than they actually are. I think it's a 40% reduction. However, what's really good for this bombing mission is using displacement field. With displacement field, if you have the halo up, or the halo effect as I like to call it, if you have the halo effect up and you on purpose set a bomb off, you will just teleport away anyway and you'll be fine. So it's a really useful tool to do these bombing missions quite quickly. However, I'm not using it for this mission. I didn't think it was worth having the displacement field over stratagem priority, because having the Distractor Beacons is what's most useful. As you can see, I'm being a bit brave there. I'm assuming that I'm about to finish this mission, so I threw a Distractor Beacon down, which means the enemies will be converging on this place here soon. I think this actually backfires for me. As you can see, I'm still struggling to find it. Probably panicking here a little bit, like, come on, let's go. And here come the scouts, and here come the enemies, all spawning in, and now I've just got to go. Did I just find it there? Was that it? No, I'm still looking for it. So as you can see, I'm not going to be brave enough to take them head on, because they will just swarm you. They will just swarm you and destroy you, and you only have 2 lives to spend when you are doing solo. Or 2 lives at the most, that is. So I'm running back to one of the earlier areas of the mission. I'm picking up some samples on the way. Being a bit cheeky there. I don't really need the samples, but I thought I'll just get them nonetheless. And just by clearing distance between myself and the enemies, I'm out of the alert phase and everything is cool. So I am not quite sure what happens next in this mission. I think I'm gonna go back to the bombing site. Hopefully I will find the last bomb. We'll see. Hopefully I don't run into any enemies on my way back, but we'll see from there. But yeah, no, I really, really love this game. I could talk about this game for pretty much all day. It really works well. A lot of people are trying to discover solo strategies for this game. I guess I'm kind of late to the party, LTTP, because the game did come out back in March, and I've already started doing these videos in August, so that's what, like a 5-month delay? Yeah, 5 months behind most other people. So I'm guessing but I didn't see too many YouTubers doing videos on Helldivers. I didn't see many channels. I know a couple from the Let's Play forum on the Let's Play subreddit, I should say. I know a couple of people have done some there, but I haven't seen too many people doing guides on these ones. A lot of people have done gameplay videos where they just show themselves playing, and I think that's fine, but I really think this is the perfect type of game to build a community around, build strategies, build guides. The only thing is that the only thing that I think is missing from this game is incentive. An incentive for people to want to try to solo content, or like try to earn really high level gear or something like that. I know I've compared this game to an MMO before because it kind of feels that way, but it doesn't have all of those elements of an MMO. For example, like I've got all the stratagems, I've got all the perks, I've got all the weapons. I don't really, besides upgrading them and getting myself to rank 30, there isn't really much of a reason to keep playing other than the fact that the game is just bloody fun. How many Distractor Beacons do I have there left? I think I have, what, maybe 3? I didn't even get to count it, it went kind of too fast there. But yeah, once again, I am just trying to clear some distance there. I do think I have just 3 left, so I'm going to have to be a bit scarce with the Distractor Beacons. And hopefully I can find that last bomb. Wow, am I really going to spend another one? No. It looks like I changed my mind about that. That isn't a good idea to do. So here we go, keep running. Again, as you can see, there's a whole wave of enemies converging on the Distractor Beacon. So hopefully that gives me enough time. But then it only takes one scout, just one scout, to summon a whole bunch of new enemies on you. What's really difficult about high level missions is that the way the game challenges you is that they'll throw tons of enemies at you. I can't believe that bomb was there that whole time. I swear I checked that spot so many times, but I guess it just didn't appear or something, I don't know. Anyway, the way high level missions work is that they throw loads of enemies at you, and then when you're about to complete a wave, another scout will come and summon more, and it will just keep going on and on and on until you are just completely overwhelmed and you die. You know, so that's why it's really effective, or really useful just to be able to avoid fighting. It's not completely unmanageable. You can fight enemies in this game, and it can work. It can be quite fun to fight enemies. However, it really soaks up time, and that's one of my biggest peeves with this game, is when people just soak up time. Like you know you can beat a mission in 10 minutes, but it takes 20. You know, it's just that kind of those kind of mistakes really. So now I'm heading over to the escort resource convoy, but because I'm so short on Distractor Beacons, I'm actually not going to complete it. Now, as you know, anyone that's been playing this game knows this, you don't have to complete every single mission to win, you just have to start it. If you fail the mission, you can still complete the whole planet, but you just won't get as much experience points at the end of the level. And I'm not really too concerned with experience points here, I'm mostly focused on just showing off how well the Distractor Beacon works. What is interesting about these missions though is that little convoy is invincible up to the point you press activate. So often what I try to get people to do is I try to make sure that we clear out all enemies in the area before activating it. But at this point, like I said, I don't really care about completing the mission. I'm actually going to run away and avoid it. And there you go, the objective has failed and the convoy has been lost. I'm actually going to do the same again with the next one as well, which is activate and defend the launch pad. I think activate and defend the launch pad is one of the hardest missions in the game. I don't want to say it's hard, but it's harder than some others. Definitely not as easy as what is it called? What's the one I did? Activate the SAM site. That one's much easier than this because you've got to stand still for a minute and a half and just protect yourself from enemies. As you can see here, I was a little bit surprised because these enemies are just chasing after me. You've got tons of scouts just coming after me, just trying to basically spot me. As you can see, I'm standing behind this rock here at the corner, so I'm trying to break my line of sight on both the left side and the right side, so if anyone comes around they don't instantly see me, then I can pop out and just kill them. Almost didn't work there because my gun was out of ammo, but unfortunately it seems to be okay. And I think I'm going to move on from here. I'm going to throw the Distractor Beacon down, and hopefully I can make it to the launch pad without any problems. But, ooh, that was close, and no, there you go. I wasn't able to make it there because the, this is my favorite gun. It's the Double Freedom, and it's a really powerful one-handed shotgun. That's absolutely my favorite weapon in this game. However, its downside is that it only holds, well, it's a shotgun. It only has 2 barrels, 1 for each shot, so you've got to be able to reload your weapon. Fortunately, the reload is it's fairly quick, but the reload is the downside to the weapon. It's for the quick activation or the quick fire rate, it's the reload that really holds it back. But the reload isn't too bad, I don't think. I still think it's quite quick. Right, so the mission is done there. Now just headed to the extract point, making my way as quickly as I can. Everything's going quiet now because I've lost the enemies again. Like I said, it's a really useful strategy just to run away with a Distractor Beacon. You could just avoid being killed at all. Ah, I just noticed something. I was thinking to myself, how did I lose my lives? I don't remember dying. Did I die? Or did I lose those lives because I failed those missions? Maybe because I failed those missions. I'll have to rewind and check the tapes, but I don't remember dying in this mission at all. At least not yet. And look, I'm just surrounded by scouts. There's no way I can avoid this. I actually forget my own strategy here. I make the mistake, because I'm waiting for the shuttle to arrive, I make the mistake of actually fighting these enemies. But like I keep pointing out, these enemies are not very fast. You can just run away from them. Now, because you're waiting for the shuttle to arrive, you can't run away too far, but you can just run circles in this area and they will just slowly crawl towards you. Like I said, more scouts keep coming, they keep summoning more and more enemies. Really annoying. And I'm a little bit worried that they're going to get one of the high level Illuminates, which are the psychic mesmerizers. Those really mess up my day. In fact, I think they're really the only threat the Illuminates have, because the rest of them are quite easy to deal with, but those psychics they're just frustrating. They completely destroy your inputs, they make sure they turn everything upside down basically. And look, big cone, put a wall there. Again, I'm just trying to kill some time. How much time is there left on the clock? I can't read it. It's 13 seconds. Almost there. Just gonna have to wait for the shuttle to come past, create some distance. Got hit there, got a little bit worried because I got stunned. Usually you can get stunned and then they'll come in and attack you, but I got a little bit lucky there with the cover dive. Here's a shuttle, and now I'm just gonna leg it, make a big arc around and head into the shuttle. And there you have it. So guys, that's been my commentary for this video. Hopefully it's given you a little bit of an idea of why the Distractor Beacon is so useful. Please check out later today for my stratagem of the day, and I might have some more content on the new one when well, tomorrow. I might have some new content on another stratagem tomorrow. If not that, I'll just be putting up a gameplay video of myself playing the game along with another stratagem of the day. So guys, thank you very much for watching Double Freedom, the name of my show that I keep forgetting. Thank you very much for watching it. Please leave a like, subscribe, share, all that rubbish. And if you have any suggestions or want to leave any feedback, most importantly to me, I just want to hear from people. Please feel free to leave comments. So that's been me, Sean Arnold. Thank you so much for watching. Much love, take care, and goodbye.